Hey folks, back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we had naturally went online, and two things happened almost immediately. My internet service provider did a reboot of my router remotely, and then the next thing that happened was that my Elgato kicked out on me, and I had to actually reboot my streaming rig. So, bit of a pain in the backside, but we're here. We're live. It's just a bit after midnight, so that makes it Saturday, April 27th. Morel, Prince Edward Island. Hope everyone's doing okay. If you're catching the broadcast live, or if you're going to catch it later on YouTube or on a Twitch replay, cool. Doing more of what we've been doing. I'm going to continue working on my first module for my D&D campaign, which is Desperate Measures. So, got more map to make, more encounters to build, stuff like that. Gonna dive right in. Absolutely loving working with Fantasy Grounds. No, I don't get paid to say that. I'm actually relatively new to Fantasy Grounds. Hey, thanks. Welcome for joining. Yeah, relatively new to Fantasy Grounds, but have just decided, really gotten into using it, having fun with it. So it's a great tool. As me as an author, I find it actually sort of empowers my creativity. So it's cool. I like it. All right, just give me a sec here. I need to change screens on my not my desktop, my iPad, so I can keep an eye on my Discord channel. There we go. That's better. And let's get to it, shall we? Just to minimize refreshes, I'm running. Here, let me just camera bottom right. There we go. I've got Fantasy Grounds running in a discrete window, just because it. When you're running it full screen, every time I toggle off and toggle back, let's say if I go to, Campaign Cartographer, switching back here usually forces a redraw, and it just drives me nuts. So, this can go away for now. I want to put some music on. As usual, we're going to be listening to Miracle Sound. So just give me a second here to make sure that's not too loud in the background. That's not bad. Oops, bumped the microphone. Sorry about that. So, lead in as usual, music is by Miracle Sound. He's a Patreon YouTube music creator out of Ireland. He's fantastic. If you like gaming, you like games, you like gaming movies, comics, comic movies, blah blah. This guy just fantastic music. And he lets folks like me use his music for free. No copyright strikes, no nothing. All he asks is you just give him a shout out so people know what they're listening to. So, Gav, thank you. Great music, man. Keep rocking. All right. So, let's talk about where we are. I need my library tool. I want my GM layout. That's that done. A little loud, a little bit too loud. Turn that down just a smidge more. Here we go. My headphones were turned up kind of loud too. Alright, and then I want scattered isles. And beneath Abbey Hill is the map chunk we're working on. So, found something out interesting. While I have the map masked here, Fantasy Grounds does not copy the mask into the module. So you will, so if I was to go look at this if I export this, go take a look, the mask isn't there. You've got to add the mask yourself, which is kind of a drag. But, fair enough. So you can see, I'm actually going to turn mask mode off. Layer, and so just delete mask. Yep, because it doesn't change anything. Alright, so where are we? Well, we had gotten Sandy Cave done. Right? Last session, last week. So as a quick refresher for those of you new, I'm building a module for a brand new D&D campaign that'll be running Sunday nights, so if this is Saturday, then tomorrow evening. And for a bunch of old buddies of mine, we started gaming in 1990, I think, or something foolish like that. And absolutely loving it. And we've been gaming ever since, on and off. It's been a long time, as you could probably do the math on that. So none of us are much younger than we were yesterday or 10 years ago. So we're going to get together, get a game going using Fantasy Grounds for it. I'm GMing, as I usually do with this gang. And so yeah, I'm putting together a module for the first inaugural adventure that we start tomorrow evening. So yeah. If you want a little bit more information about what it is I'm doing, how it is I got to this spot, just check out the previous videos on the YouTube channel. So, I've got the Sandy Cave done, and that leads down to Pawn Cave here, but it also leads down here, which is the brand new area we are doing. So, and that's a story item. Yeah. So we're going to create a new story item. And then I'm going to need my Scatter Isles to-do list. There we go. What do we got here? All right. We'll paste this in here, and obviously this is going to be 5, the Infernal Cavern, we'll call it. Okay, cool, and we'll just glom this out of here, we'll drop it in up here. And let's just get ourselves largely set up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about the Infernal Cave. So, obviously, we're going to drag and drop this down here. And there we go. We'll lock that up. Then we're going to come here, and immediately we're going to counter drag that. Leads to Sandy Cave. It also... what I want to do is just resize this. Yeah. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. There. Let's just open that. And then I need to... And then this goes to the Infernal Cave. There we go. Oops. Okay, so we've got our initial kind of mappy movie links all set up. And then we're just going to drop this in here. Here we go, the Infernal Cavern. Okay, so let's talk about what the players see, and then we'll talk about what they don't see. So, right away, okay, so clouds of a heavy... now, do we want to get a little bit creepy here? You know, I want to try something. Give me a minute. We're gonna pop over here. We're gonna zoom in on this. Ask later. And that cloud. What do we got? Fog. Do we have a vari-color fog? What did I pick here? Okay, that is mist. Okay, so can I hit that and replace? Okay, and I'm just gonna go 3 more. Oh, okay, set normal. And if I go 5 times, more. What are you doing? But the point is I can do varicolored. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of... So I'm going to remove what I just did. I'm going to freeze all. Can I tag these clouds? Okay, so I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to hide all, and I'm going to OK that. And then can I erase you, and you? Do that. Excellent. Thank you. And then thaw all, go to the standard layer. Okay. And then go to symbols, go to common, show all, apply. Okay. Alright. So now what I want is a really cranky green color. That's the vari-color version. and then Shift, Control is scale. Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that. So we're going to put a cloud, a glowy green cloud there, a glowy green cloud there. And because patterns are important, we'll put a glowy green cloud down here. There. So that's going to look, yeah, suitably evil. Save. Export. And this is going to be a JPEG bitmap. Save it. Yes. Just give me a sec here. I need to move around. While that's saving, I need to pop a couple desktop windows open, and I need to go open location. And then I need to open in a new window. Alright, cool. There we go. So here we are. We're still exporting happily here. And that looks pretty cool. I like that. We're going to close this. Now we're going to go campaigns, desperate measures, images. And then I should be able to grab the new version of Beneath Abbey Hill and drop it in here. Replace. Come back to Fantasy Grounds. Close this item. And we're just gonna close that. Oh, there we are. And close that. And then go back and reopen it. And that reloads the graphic and has our pretty fuzzies. Alright. So that's nice. Cool. Alright. That's got some good atmosphere. Alright. Okay. Alright, what's going on? What are we going to do here? Okay, so partially obscure. Okay, so clouds of heavy luminous green mist partially obscure. You know what I'm going to do? While I'm doing my writing, I was doing this the last live stream, folks seem to like it, so I'm going to do that here. Come back here. Why would you do that? Here, new. So we're going to put this here so you guys can see what I'm writing. And to do that in any way that makes sense for you guys, I've got to do something that looks more like this. Okay, so that's the first thing. So again, it's the, you know, the what do you see, what do you smell, what do you hear? That is the south, yeah, south. Okay, there we go. There is. Nose and eyes. Okay. Now I'll do this. That's better, I think. So there's going to be a fear effect in the room. So the idea is that because this has been such a... what happened to the old empire was so brutal that, for lack of a better way of putting it, it's visceral. It's almost genetic memories. They see this situation, you go, I don't want any part of this. So now I'm going to grab that, paste that in. Alright. So this describes the sensation of just coming into the place. Fear check. I'll just make a note now so I know I need to roll, put something in there about a fear check. Relatively easy, but just in case somebody fails it, they'll be that kind of, oh fuck. I want people to get it through their heads. This is literally, you know, something that whether the players have any understanding, the characters do. That this is seriously Badsville. Okay. 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 So that's a little bit more information if they check out. We'll just paste this in. We're going to format that as a chat frame. So I can just link that straight to my players. I'm going to save my work so far. So that's kind of cool. Now, let's look up that fear spell. Player's Handbook. Spells. Let's see, Warlock all, and I say fear. Yeah, 20 feet. And I'm just going to make it easy. DC 12. Save. Versus fear. The effect happens every time someone starts or ends their movement within feet, or the first time they move within 20 feet. A successful save renders the character immune. And then we're going to link the effect for fear. There we go. So we've got it easy to get to. And there we go. All right. And I screwed that up because now I'm going to have to unfast. It drives me nuts. Okay. So now we're going to have to talk about, we're going to get rid of that pointer. Here we go. Let's save where we're at. So what else have we got here? Alright, so things that obviously the players are going to want to be able to do. They're going to need to be able to... let me get my skills list up. Alright, so we're going to need Arcana or Investigation. I don't know what DC's yet. And that's going to... Arcana or Investigation, and that is going to... Okay, so we're going to start out with and I'm okay. Let's just Okay, so first off, the statue is made of some heavy, foreboding black stone. It is polished, smooth, with okay. Embellishes the details. Okay. There, that's better. Cool. That gives a little bit more information about the statue, and then Arcana or Religion. Okay, so I'm going to go the other way around, and it's going to be Religion DC 12, DC 11, or Arcana DC 12, 13. Now, I need to check. Okay, I'm gapping it. Consistency of formatting, right? And I'm not putting a colon after it. Alright, that's the first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to do investigation. The Okay, so that's going to be the next thing. Things obviously they're going to want to investigate. We're going to do stone cutting. Okay. Deep reach basalt, it is never found at the surface. I'm going to make this kind of hard. DC 14. So I want... no, I'll go to 15. I'll go all the way up to 15. Because again, I want the impression given to the players that there's something really, really weird about this. This isn't an accident, that this just wasn't something somebody found in their backyard. Someone had to go out of their way to do this. Okay, just one sec. Need to... One sec, I'm just checking Twitter for something real quick. Thought I saw my name mentioned. Hey, Hydrated. Okay, all good. And back to keeping it on my Discord channel. And then the stone cutting DC 12, the stone for the sarcophagi is not native to this area, but can be quarried. So, there we go. All right. That gives me plenty of little or nature DC 15. Whoops. Temp. Blah. Whoops. File. Rename. That gives some good skill checks for the players. So now we're going to come in here and BI, because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, that can be. All right. And these are. And there we go. We get some chat items for the folks who like to look at stuff. Here we go. We're going to save that, because save your work. Good stuff. Smarties, yay. Well, M&M's actually. Crunchy chocolate, as my son likes to call it. Okay. Now we need an encounter. There we go. Obviously, we want to fight in here. I don't want an infernal in here. Do you not? Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. Give me a sec here. I'm going to switch over and pull up D&D Beyond real quick. Okay. So I want another great website, by the way. As a GM, I consider it completely worth this subscription. So we've got fiends, undead, yeah, and up to CR2, I think. And we're going to sort by CR. CR2, that's really pushing what the group's capable of. don't think I want to use a poltergeist yet. Gonna save that. What's the story on a specter? Have I used specters already? Let me just check here. Nope. 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 Yeah, I've used a specter there. Don't want to double up on that. Eh. Did I? Yeah, I have used skeletons. Maybe use skeletons outside if those aren't interesting. Okay, let's go back to D&D Beyond here. Nope. That's too much. It's single burst. Its burst attack is way too high. I think I'm gonna go. I think. Skill. Okay, so let's. Okay, I know what I want to do here. So we're gonna go NPC, and I want Skelly, Monster Manual, Clunk, and then Flying Sword. Yeah, there's CR Quarter. Cool. Alright, so we're going to have skeletons and flying swords. That'll be a slightly different flavor. It'll be a repetition of a monster they've already seen, but the addition of the flying swords are going to make this complicated. So I can go 2 here and 2 here, and that gets me up to a 1. And that gets me to a thin 3, right? The group is good to about 400 XP. That I need, so 300 is about ideal for them. Okay. Here we go. So now what I need to do is place these guys on the map. So I'm going to close my encounter window for now. And then move this down here. And I'm going to put because, you know, proper slasher movie, you want these things kind of coming out of the mist at them. Here we go. So that sets up the encounter for here. So they walk in, they start sniffing around, and the fight breaks out. Then they've got some investigating to do. So now we want some treasure. So I need a parcel. And I want my dungeon, my Dungeon Master's Guide. And then move this up a bit. Treasure, random treasure. We're gonna do this. So 98, 6 platinum in here. Okay, that's tidy. And then a 43 is going to add 12 silver. 52 is going to add another 12 silver, so that gets us up to 24. Third roll. 26 is going to add 20 copper. 46 is going to add 9 silver, so that's going to be 33. So that's our 3 skeletons, 1 sword, and 2 more rolls. And 82 is going to add 12 gold. And then a 25 is going to add 19 copper, so that's 39. Alright, so that gets us there, obviously enough. We're going to play kind of interesting here on the gemstones list. I'm going to make those gemstones real pricey. No, just 50 GP. And I'm going to look... Alright, well, maybe we'll go to the 100 GP gemstones. Garnet. Wow. Alright, we're gonna put a pair of garnets in here. That's some good haul if they pull the eyes out of the statue. Eyes of the statue. We're gonna knock that item out of there. There we go. And I'm gonna grab that and drop it in here. Obviously, we've got some art objects in here. Alright, so I'm going to need to make a new treasure object. Type is treasure. So we're going to go to the 25 GP art objects. I'm just going to pop open the carved bone statue. So I go to items. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to Scattered Isles. And I'm going to create a new item. And this is going to be sacrificial knife. Type is treasure. Art objects. 50 GP. Rarity. Rare. Cost is 50. Weight is 0.2. Alright, we're gonna and then I'm gonna type treasure here, and I'm just gonna grab one of these here, and you can't edit these. Okay, that's interesting. If I grab that and I copy it, then can I edit this? Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I did that right. Alright, that's fine. So I can delete this. Oops, not you. You. Okay, cool. Okay, so sacrificial knife. Let's there. Again, this is we go, sacrificial knife. So we've just created that. That's going to be unique. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna, now that we have a sacrificial knife, we're gonna throw that on here. So that's 50, that's 250 gold they've got between the garnets. Yeah, so that's plenty of treasure. We don't have to go much sillier than that. Alright. Oh, forgot one skill check. So that's the encounter taken care of, that's the treasure taken care of. There is one itty bitty detail. Okay, so we're going to crank this up to 14 and 16 respectively. 15 and 17. And then I'm going to say Grand Chapel. Oops, not you. It's parcels. Yeah, DC 16. Here we go. There we go. So that one's going to be hard to do, but they can do it. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. That's a pretty complicated room. lot going on. By the time they get through that fight, they get through all the skill checks and things and investigation, that could be a night's content by itself, depending on how fussy the group wants to get. So that's cool. So then, from there, we're going to come into here. And we're going to play a dirty trick on the players, I think. I'm going to create an item. And what I'm going to do... Howdy, how you doing? And yet again, we're going to just grab this. So this is B6. Alright, so we're gonna pop these. We're gonna grab this and move it. Excuse me, my apologies. Oh, lousy time to catch the sneezes. Alright, so there's our dead-end corridor. And obviously... So what I want to do now... So what I want to do is grab this sort of way I've done things here so the players can recognize some of the keywords and go, eh, we've seen this before. So we're going to grab this text. And then we're going to so that's going to be a good start. And then I want my encounters and found secret door, Abbey Tunnel. I'm going to duplicate this. There we go. No. Oh, this one, dead-end corridor. Duh. Because that's a major plot issue. If they don't find that, they're done. This is going to be the only encounter here. And there's going to be no treasure. So that covers us off quite well. We're going to come here. And then we're going to... So this goes to... the Infernal Cavern. There we go. Okay. Save this. All right. Okay, so that's kind of goofy. So we're going to take this out of here. We're going to pop this in as our narration. Like I say, I've borrowed the language the players have seen elsewhere. That should be the hint. Hey, doesn't this seem familiar? And again, we're going to keep the same. There we go. So again, we're going to copy the language we've used elsewhere to keep this feeling familiar to the players. There we go. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Cool. And this is the dead end corridor. I absolutely adore this stick pin mechanism. There we go. So it leaves 2 rooms to do. This room here is basically just going to be. It's a time sink. There's nothing going on in there. There's going to be nothing to fight. It's just going to be obviously a place that people, you know, was substantial. Clearly had people that stayed here, did stuff. Indicates that this wasn't a temporary affair. And then, of course, there's the door over here. There's the big corridor. And then there's this room up here. And this one's going to be the problem because there's going to be a CR2-ish encounter in there with an honest-to-goodness, you know, devil or demon of some kind. But it is now 1:30 in the morning for me. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Thanks very much for popping in. If you're catching up on this on YouTube, or if you're catching up on this on a replay on Twitch, do me a favor, leave your comments, questions, or suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. I will be doing more of this later, well, Saturday evening, later tonight. It's, you know, early Saturday morning my time, so I would like to be able to get this dungeon actually finished Saturday night, so that I'm in a position that Sunday evening, when I start the D&D game, I've got this entire dungeon laid out, and that gives me all kinds of time to work on the follow-up content as this place evolves. I've got another dungeon to do, which is the follow-up dungeon, but before that, I've got a Hamlet to do, and that one's going to be kind of quirky, and then I've got an inn to prepare, what they call a public and bed house, because that's essentially going to wind up being the base of operations for the players. That is the central, you know, when they save their hamlet, and no one's going to starve, and everyone's sure they'll have food and money to get themselves all the way into the end of spring, then the players are probably going to start being celebrities, and will probably start going, we've done something cool. And that will set up the circumstance under which the Thorpe elders come to them and say, look, there's a problem at the mine. Can you go check it out? But I need to have the Thorpe, the inn, and maybe even a half dozen NPCs put together before that's even a thing. So that's what I'll be working on after I get this instance. Listen to me. Too much MMOs. Too many MMOs. That'll be... Excuse me. That'll be what I work on after I get this dungeon done. I've got some ideas about what it is I want to do. I need some consistency in my NPC design, so I'm going to probably do that as a template. We'll see. So there we are. Thanks very much for hanging out, like I say. I hope you'll hang out with me some more later Saturday night. And if you got any questions about what it is I'm doing, or if you got, or about GMing in general, let me know. I have gotten an inquiry as to whether or not this module will be for sale. I don't know is the best answer yet. It's gonna, once it survives the playtest, i.e. the initial players, it may be on my website. It may be on my blog site as a pay what you want. I don't know. We'll see. Take care of yourselves. Have fun with what you're doing. Don't forget your friends are there. If you need them, call them. That's what no one wants to find out they've lost someone just over because a phone call didn't happen. All the best. Take care. Have fun with what you're doing. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.